Pictos and Lumina are core character mechanics in Expedition 33, but understanding how they work exactly can be a little confusing. So here's how it all breaks down. Pictos are essentially a special type of equipment that, when equipped, do two things for that character. First, it gives a stat boost, like higher health or defense or critical hit rate. Second, it comes with a special passive effect, which the game calls a Lumina. This can be anything like having your attack damage increased by 50% for one turn, or taking 50% less damage but you can't be healed, that sort of thing. But notice that this is a passive effect, as in, you don't manually use it like a skill, it's just always in play as long as you have that Pictos equipped. Now, you'll obtain Pictos a few different ways. Some will just be scattered about. Some you'll be able to purchase from merchants, and some you'll win from battles. You'll find that you actually start to accumulate them pretty quickly without having to look very hard for them. So now that you've got a few Pictos, let's learn how to use them. First, go to your character menu. In the lower left, you'll see any Pictos you have equipped. You can equip up to 3 of them at a time. Select one of them, and you'll be taken to a screen where you can swap them out. So here, it'll show you a list of all the Pictos you possess. The 3 in the middle are the ones that you currently have equipped. For each one, you'll see all the information for that Pictos. For example, the Healing Share grants a 467-point health bonus and a 14% critical hit bonus. And you'll also see the Lumina for each Pictos. In this case, the Healing Share Pictos provides a Lumina effect, where the character will get 15% of all heals affecting other characters. And you'll also see the level for each Pictos. That's basically just a general indicator of how strong the effect is, as in a level 10 Pictos will give a higher boost than a level 8, and so forth. On the left, you'll see a list of all the Pictos you've collected. Next to each one, you'll see the character portrait of which player currently has that Pictos equipped, so you can keep track of which ones are currently active for which character. So, suppose we wanted to swap out Lune's Glass Cannon Pictos for something else, and give her a gigantic health bonus. So we'll select the Glass Cannon Pictos, it'll highlight, and now we can select which one we'd like to swap it out for. As we go through the list, it'll show the effects for each one. So looks like the Protecting Death Pictos gives a 599-point health bonus, so let's go with that. Click that one, and done. You'll see her stats affected in the upper right, and you'll also see the corresponding Lumina in the bottom right has changed as well. So, let's talk about Luminas. As I mentioned, Luminas are the special passive effect of Pictos. So we already know that while you have a Pictos equipped, the Lumina will be active for that character. In addition, after you've won 4 battles with that Pictos equipped, your team will learn that Lumina. So from that point on, any character on your team will be able to equip that Lumina without needing to equip the parent Pictos. But there's a limit to how many Lumina effects you can equip per character. This is where Lumina Points come into play. Each of your characters will have a pool of Lumina Points. You'll acquire these naturally through leveling up, but you'll also be able to exchange items called Color of Lumina for more Lumina Points as well. You'll come across Color of Lumina scattered about the area, in chests, and also get them as loot from battles. And once you meet the Curator, you'll be able to exchange those Color of Lumina for more Lumina Points. So, let's take a look at how that works. Head back into the character menu, but this time, go to the Lumina tab. Here you'll see a list of all the Luminas your party has learned so far. Remember, you don't start with these, they were unlocked by winning 4 battles with their parent Pictos equipped. And now that they're unlocked, they're permanently available for anyone in your party to utilize. Now, each Lumina on the list has a cost, and this cost is paid in Lumina Points. So, if a Lumina costs 10 points, the character will need 10 available Lumina Points in order to equip it. And by the way, each character has their own individual pool of Lumina Points. So let's do it. The Luminas with the Pictos symbol next to them are the ones that are active for the Pictos that you currently have equipped. The rest of the Luminas in this list are all ones that you have learned through battles. The Luminas that are highlighted, like these, are the ones that you've chosen to be active. The Luminas that are not highlighted, like these, are inactive, but are available to be activated. The Luminas that are grayed out, like these, are unavailable because you don't have enough Lumina Points left in your pool. So, let's say that I really wanted to activate the Energizing Start 4 Lumina. Well, that costs 20 Lumina Points, but I currently only have 5 available, so I'd need to free up some from my pool. So I could deactivate Auto Shell and Anti-Charm, which would clear up 20 points. And now I can activate Energizing Start 4. And since I still have 5 more Lumina Points to spend, I could turn on Fueling Break, which costs 5 points. And now I've allocated all of my Lumina Points. So this is where your particular strategy comes in. Cheaper Luminas usually give small but reliable bonuses, like a slight boost to speed or defense, while the more expensive ones give bigger bonuses. That means you'll need to make choices. Do you want a character stacked with lots of little boosts, or one big effect that changes how they play? So you can set up characters to be like the standard RPG archetypes, like a tank with tons of defense, or spread out the effects to make each character more balanced. Totally up to you. Whatever you decide, hopefully this video has been helpful. If it has, please do drop me a like and a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.